Hey black belts, welcome back. We're going to work on a takedown, we're going to work on our form, and we're going to do some weapons, which I am super excited about. Too long since we've done some weapons. So we're going to start with our takedown. Pretty advanced, we're going to do a Harai Goshi. So let's talk about that. A Harai Goshi is, it's kind of like a, it's whatever takedown. It could be a hip sweep, could be, help me out here. Koshi-Guruma, thank you very much. Or it could be grips like on the collar, but the Harai Goshi part is the one where we are chopping at the leg. So the weight distribution is very important. So let's pretend, let's do it solo first. So we're starting in our kind of tie-up position, and you can do your fit-in from an Ogoshi, like a hip throw. You can do it from a Koshi-Guruma. You can do it from a collar and a wrist and a collar, but the feet are the important part. So I'm going to step, and then chop. Okay, so it's 3 steps. First one comes across, and then this one comes in, and we want to take the weight off of this foot, put it on this foot to chop. Let me show you an example. It might help a little bit with the making sense portion. So I'm here. I'll do it like a hip throw. So I'm going to step, kind of like I'm doing my hip throw, but now I'm going to transition my foot to the middle so I can take the weight off this foot. Once I'm there and my partner's loaded up, I can bring my foot up in an attempt to make it harder for him to block, chop, and help my partner down. So I'm here, pick him up, chop the leg. All right, one more time. Chop the leg. I'm going to show you a little bit faster version when they try some different grips. Let's go with the collar and an arm. So I'm here, I'm going to step, chop, and help my partner down. So that's something I want you to practice. It's a pretty advanced throw. It's very challenging to do on somebody that's a lot bigger than you because all of that weight goes onto just this one foot. But also they're not going to be jumping over your technique as much, so you might not have to block them from doing that. So just another opportunity. Next up is our Yun Wa. Let's touch on it real quick. Hands only. So we're here, we're in our Chumi stance. Hands come in, out, around, they cross, break, Kia. From here we're going to turn. It comes up and around, fold, down block, break, punch, break, 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 punch. I want you to think about what's next. High block, punch, chop, and chop. Then from here we've got in, out, down. The last step that we added on this week, aim, fold, outside block, punch, punch, punch. Let's try and do it with the feet. You guys can follow along with Mr. Craig, but you can watch me for reference, so I'm facing towards you so you can see exactly the hands, how they go. So we're Chumi stance. Let's try it. Ready? 1, breathe in, step out. Kia! Turn. Arms come up, around, and break. Go ahead and break again. Punch, block, block, block. We're gonna punch. And high block, remember every time our stance is switching. Punch again. Our chop is ready. Chop, and chop from here. In, out, down. Turn towards that front area, aim, fold, outside block, punch, 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 okay? I want you guys to review that and go over and over and over and be super awesome at it so that you can do it quickly, just like Mr. Craig is doing it. Outside block, just like that, that's the goal, okay? So we want to make sure that we're practicing so it's gonna look sharp, especially whenever your actual black belt test comes around. Let's do some nunchucks.
Oh man, do you guys have some nunchucks laying around? If you do, dust them off, grab them, swing around. If you don't, that's okay. Grab a shirt, grab a pair of pants, grab a mop head, whatever you have laying around that is semi-flexible, okay? So we're gonna be working specifically on a figure 8 today. You guys are probably figure 8 experts, so we'll also talk about some advanced variations on that figure 8, okay? So starting out, basic figure 8. Hold it at the bottom. Our figure 8, kind of a couple ways you can think about it. You can think of it as drawing an X, right? One side the other side. One side, the other side. You're drawing an X in the air. One other way to think about it, if it helps you, is to draw a circle on one side and then draw a circle on the other side. Circle on one side, other side, and you just switch sides. Switch, switch, switch. Whatever way you need to visualize this to get the movement down, that's all I'm looking for, right? And again, you can go big arms as your first learning. If you guys have done a lot of nunchucks in the past, go small and fast circles here. Figure 8. Down, down, down. That's our forwards figure 8. Okay, so let's talk backwards figure 8. If you guys are already got the first one down, let's make it a little harder. Okay, so backwards figure 8, same idea. We're drawing an X, but instead of going down and down, we're coming up and up. Again, you're crossing hip to shoulder. Up, 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 up. Drawing a circle on this side, then to the other side. Circle, 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 figure 8. Again, big arms is a fine way to learn it, and you can go smaller and faster as you build that confidence. So we've got forwards figure 8, we've got backwards figure 8. If you can identify the difference and switch between those, and you are doing incredible with your nunchucks. I'm going to give you one more advanced variation, all right? This is going to be a horizontal figure 8. So how do we do that? So the idea is I'm drawing a circle on top, and I'm drawing a circle on bottom, right? So we said circle on one side, switch, circle on the other side. That's the basic idea of a figure 8. I'm going to circle high. I'm going to go, let's go forwards. You can do backwards here, but we won't do that today. So forwards, right? But I'm going forwards above my head. And then I can go upside down, thumb down, forwards, like I'm stirring a pot, right? You're making yourself some breakfast. And then I switch, forwards, 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 forwards. And when you switch, each time you're doing a horizontal figure 8. And the way that can be useful, one way I love to do it in my form is I do a strike, boom, then I horizontal figure 8 into a catch. Strike, horizontal figure 8, out into a sideways catch there. So, 3 things you can work on this week in class: your forwards figure 8, your backwards figure 8, and for our nunchuck experts out there, our horizontal figure 8. High, low, high, low, high, low. And again, that can be done with smaller arm movements. If you have a long shirt, just make sure you don't bonk yourself in the nose. Give myself a nice breeze as I do that. Awesome, so work on your figure 8s, guys. There are harder ones out there, but let's master these, and maybe next time we can get some double chucks going. Good, chewy stance, hands by your side, and bow. Great job, black belts.